Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good evening, Mr. Rosie and Miss Ola.
Good evening, Mr. Rosie and Miss Ola.
Let me introduce myself first. My name is Abi. I am from Fantastic Class, and today I accompanied by one of the MS team. Could you introduce yourself?
Okay, let me introduce myself. My full name is Yega Kusuma Septriansya. Usually everybody calls me Yega. I am from MS97. Okay, brother Abi. By the way, what is our topic today?
The topic is gonna be about the school.
Moment.
School moment. The school
moment.
moment.
So, could you tell me about that?
Okay. I started from the elementary school.
Oh yeah.
So I was uh, in one of the elementary school in Kediri.
Kediri.
Yes, the name is um, Sidomulyo.
Sidomulyo.
Yes, Sidomulyo Elementary School. Sidomulyo 2 Elementary School. I was there from the first grade until
The sixth.
no, until 5, I think.
So you moved.
Yeah, and then after that I moved to another elementary school, like because at that time it was in Kabupaten Kediri. So at that time it was hard for me to continue to the junior high school, where the junior high school is in Kota Kediri. If I am going to school in Kabupaten Kediri, so I have to move to elementary school in Kota Kediri. So I choose one of the nearest elementary school in Kota Kediri. Yes, it's Tamanan. So the name of the elementary school is Tamanan. And then after that, I go to
You went to?
yes, I went to junior high school.
Junior high school.
It's an Islamic junior high school.
Oh, Islamic
Yes,
junior
so
high
I go to MTS
school.
and to Kota Kediri.
Yeah.
I was there for about 3 years, until the 3 years. And when I was in junior high school, I was a member of. I never have any kind of organization, so like just a usual thing. And sometimes maybe I go to some courses at an extra class or something.
Yes.
I also joined the English club too at that
English
time.
club.
Yes.
So your school had English club?
Yes, it was an English club. So the English club is always the people is always represented the school for any kind of competition. So I was one of the debate team.
Debate team.
Yes. So it was always a speech team and then also a debate team. So I was a member of debate team. I go to I competed maybe like twice or
Yes.
3 times
So
a time.
and it was the first time for you to study English as well?
Yes, and in junior high school, yes.
Yes.
But actually, when I was in junior high school, there is an extra class in English too.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about grammar or something, but it's an extra class from the school. So I usually go to school. I usually like go back from the school like 1 or 2, but for the extra, like I have to be back until
3 or 5.
no, yeah, yes. It's because of
So many
the
courses.
English school at that time, English course, extra English course. And then when it's time for the senior high school, I I went to public school. So I went to. Luckily, I get quite good score at that time. So I went to one of the
Famous.
I
school.
think yes, one of the best
The
famous
best.
school in public school at that time.
Yes.
It's SMA Negeri 2 Kediri, and I was there for only for a year.
4 years. So
Yes.
you moved again.
Yes, I moved again because at the time I was a quite rebel, I think. So I didn't attend the class, and then finally my father um, wanted me to go to the boarding house.
So
So I go to the boarding house,
so you were in boarding house as well.
only for I don't
Boarding
know
school.
boarding. Yeah, boarding school.
Boarding
I mean,
school,
no,
yeah.
no boarding house, boarding school. Um, it was which is like not more than 2 semesters, I think. So it's just like a year. Um, I go to one of the boarding school in Kediri.
Kediri.
So it was in Purwasari, you know?
I don't
No, okay. Um, I was there for 2 semester.
It's 2 semesters.
Yes, and then actually I was really, really always been passionate about English. So at that time I was a member of the English club too. Yes, but at that time there is no debate or something. So there is only speech. So speech representative. So I joined the speech representative, and I always like go to the competition where it should be a speech competition at that time. And when I was um, senior high school, like I won the first prize, like maybe twice, I
Twice.
think. Yes, when in that uh, boarding house. So I kind of sucked about the time management and everything in boarding house. So I was stressed at that time.
You had to get up in the morning.
Yes, have to get up in the morning, and then really early in the morning, like have to do that, and then finally like I get stressed, and when I like almost every month or twice a month, I guess I always go back to my
Yeah.
home. Yeah, because and when actually I'm not getting the permission from the boarding school, but I always go back, and then I cry to my mom, and like my mom every day always crying and begging my father to like
Move
I
to-
move from the boarding school, because she was like feeling she feel pity for me,
pity.
because I am when I was when I was at home I always cry, like I always say that, oh, I cannot live in the boarding school. It's
Comfort.
kind of very strict. I have to do this kind of thing, have to wake up really early in the morning, and I have to like going to school from 7 to like 1, and then
Continue.
no, I go back to my room, and I can sleep for about 1 until 1.5 hours, and then it's gonna like praying together, and then after that we have to go to ngaji after that.
Recite Holy Quran.
Yes, yeah, reciting Holy Quran, and also like um, ngaji, what is it, kitab kuning.
Yeah.
It's also like that, and then after Maghrib it's gonna be another Islamic school. So like I have to they still not Islamic school, I guess, like ngaji too, but in terms of their more Islamic, like I don't really remember.
Yeah.
Um, and then at pray together again, and then at 8 we started to study together, and then I I go I went to bed at like 10 to 11, and then I started to like get up 3:30 or 4, because I always want to get up earlier than everybody, because I don't want to be late at school, and I don't want to be like I go to the bathroom when
Yeah.
no yeah, earlier because when there is a
You didn't
line, you
want
know,
to
like
queue.
everyone
Yeah, yeah, I
want to
know.
go there. It's crowded,
Yeah.
so I don't want to do that. So I have to wake up earlier. So I am the first one who wake up from the boarding school. I have an alarm, so it's really early in the morning. I go to, and then after that, at school, I I just sleep first until the bell of the school is rung. And then after 2 semesters in the boarding house, I moved back to Kediri. So I moved to another school. So
Another
it's
school.
yes, because the boarding house is there is a school to there. So I go to the boarding house and there is a school in there too. So after 2 semesters, I went back to the center of Kediri. So the boarding house is not the center of Kediri, so it's a little bit a little around 30 minutes from the center of Kediri. And then I went back to school in Kediri. It's an Islamic public school, so I go to the Islamic public school. Um, my mom was one of the administrative um, officer in there.
Office.
Yes, so that's why I can move to Islamic public
So
school.
you
You know,
insider.
yeah, insider. Yeah, yes. So I go there, and then actually there is one of the the most interesting story that I ever happened. I ever had before, because in there I joined an English club too, and that the school was really supportive in English. So there is a debate team, there is a speech team, there is a drama right there. So actually officially I was the member of the debate team. So when the school need a representative for a debate anywhere, like at Malang or somewhere, I go there. So for a year I go like 4 or 5 debate team at that time and one speech. The speech I didn't win because I'm not really good in speech, I guess. The debate team, I think I got the third, uh, the second place, I guess, at that time. Yes, it was in the University of Malang at that time when I was in the second grade, I guess. At that time, the last semester of that second grade. I think in that school, I feels like my English is really being supported by them because the teacher is really supportive. Like they were really into English.
Into English.
Yes, and even compare with the school that I have before, like when I was in junior high school, there is a English club too. When I was in senior high school, it was more fun, more interesting, and I think more, yeah, more interesting.
So you have a lot of experiences about English.
Um, I guess not really. I guess it was stopped when I was in university.
University.
Yes, after that I wasn't really in not really into English actually. I was not really in English industry. Like I didn't really work in an English industry or thing.
Environment.
Yes, English environment, but actually for this past 15 years, more than 15, like no, this yeah, this past 10 to 15 years, I always because I have a big passion in English, so I always like learning English in a fun way. So I when I have a free time, I always watch a YouTube channel in English and then watch movies, and then actually I really have a big interest in the British accent. So I always try to watch any kind of videos or any kind of movie that have British accent. Yeah. I think that's
Oh
all
my god.
for me. Thank you for your help.
Yes.
That's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.